Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today is May 14th and it's our 39th day of distance learning. We're almost done with our 8th week. And I decided to start it outside because about a month ago I planted some seeds and I wanted to remind you guys that you should still be watering yours if you planted, and I wanted you to see how big they've gotten. If you look at the tomato plants, you'll see that they're really getting big, although not as big as the squash plants. Look how much space these guys are taking up. And I know it's really hard to see, but if you look down at the base of the squash plants, you'll see that there are baby flowers just beginning to form. These flowers are going to become squash that we can eat. So just a little reminder there, keep an eye on your plants. If you planted something, it's still not too late to plant. So if you can get a hold of some seeds, you can start a garden. Let's go inside and get to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started on our letter of the day, which is the letter Z. We're getting really good at it now. We're going to start at the happy face, do a straight line along the top, a diagonal, and a straight line along the bottom. Remembering, of course, to keep these two sides about the same. I can see that this top is a little bigger than the bottom, but not much. Remember, you can change how long this is. This one's definitely longer than this one, but you can't make it too tiny because then you lose the letter. I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to erase that one. So across, diagonal, across, across, diagonal, across. Make sure you're going all the way down to the bottom line. Make sure that you are taking your time and forming your letters carefully, because once you've mastered them, then you can make them look this nice, even if you're writing faster. All right, so I've done a whole bunch, a whole row. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know how I feel about trying to squish something in. Good writers, when they know they can't squish it in, automatically go to the next line. So let's do a straight out, diagonal, straight out, and that's number 9. And I'm already done with my capital Z's. Z's are turning out to be pretty easy. Now, same thing, only squished into a smaller space. Straight out, diagonal, straight out, straight out, diagonal, straight out, straight out, diagonal, straight out. Let's keep going. Don't want to go too fast, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure that you are doing your best work, not your fastest work. Let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably could fit 8 here, but you know how I feel. I'm going to go down and start on the new line. There's number 8. So I have only, didn't like that 8. I have only one more Z to go. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. And that's my 9th lowercase z. Wow, we are done with Z's. They're getting so much easier. So let's put this one away. And usually on Thursdays we do big and small, where we take the letter and we fill it up with something. We filled it up with yarn before for the letter Y, and we filled it up with Cheerios before. So we usually glue something down. But I will admit to you, yesterday when we were doing the flag and we put in the white dots for the stars, I really just had fun with that. So I grabbed a tray with a little bit of black paint and a Q-tip, and today I'm going to do what I didn't do on Tuesday. I'm going to turn our pictures into something. Usually we take our letters and we turn it into something. So I just thought, since I wasn't feeling up to it on Tuesday, and we're supposed to fill in our large and small today, I figured I would combine the two and we can fill in our large Z and our small Z, and we can also turn it into a picture at the same time. I wonder if you guys have figured out what I'm trying to make. I'm going to stick a little triangle up here for an ear. Oh, did that give you a clue? I'm going to stick one big circle there for an eye. I think you guys have probably figured it out. At least I hope you have. It is an animal that begins with our letter Z. And I'm going to stick a little tail out here because believe it or not, they have tails just like horses. And I'm going to stick some legs out here. Just like a horse, they have 4. Have you figured out what I'm doing? That's right, I'm making zebras. So let me give one big eye there and a triangle for an ear. And I think this one needs a smile. And this one needs a smile. There we go. And a tail. And of course legs. Now my zebra up here looks kind of empty, so I'm going to fill him in too. Just take a few minutes with a Q-tip and do some dot painting and come up with a really cool animal. So this is kind of a big letter, little letter fill in and make a picture out of the letter at the same time. And it allows me to paint, so I think that's a win-win-win. That is our letter Z and my family of zebras. You know, before we start calendar, it's Thursday, and it occurred to me that every Thursday in the daily happenings, Ms. Doe has asked us to wear a shirt with letters on it or words on it, and we can talk about what the letters are and their sounds. So I wore a shirt today, and although there's letters here, they're really teeny tiny. So I'm going to turn around and you can see this same picture really big, and we'll talk about the different sounds. Now I'm looking at the yellow letters. We have the words Ocean Festival. O is the first one, and it makes 2 sounds, O and Ah. C makes 2 sounds, it makes the S and K. E makes 2 sounds, it makes E and E. A makes 2 sounds, it makes A and Ah. N is our first letter that only makes 1 sound, it makes the N sound. F makes the F sound. We already did E. S makes the S sound. T makes the T sound. I makes 2 sounds. It makes I and I. V makes the V sound. We already did A, and L makes the L sound. So remember, on Thursdays, we go over the different letters on our shirts. And we talk to mommy and daddy or big brother or big sister about what the names of the letters are and what sounds they make. Now, let's get started on our calendar. We, of course, have May. And you know your months of the year. I want to hear them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Don't forget those while you're out of school. And we know our days of the week. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You guys are getting really good at that. I remember at the beginning of the year, a lot of you struggled with what came after the day we were on, but you guys are getting so smart. I'm so impressed. Now let's do our pattern, and I really like our pattern. I think you guys already know what it is because you know how to look, but I'm going to go through them again. Daisy, tulip, tulip, bluebell. Daisy, tulip, tulip, bluebell. Daisy, tulip, tulip, bluebell. Daisy. I think you know. Well, make your guess because it's right here, and if you guessed tulip, you're right. Good job. I think it's just becoming really super easy for us because we've had the pattern for so long now. Let me hear the Super Preppies count. Can you guys count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. So now it is time to find out what today is. I'm going to put my little today hat right here, and I'm going to follow it straight up to the top, and I have the T word that has H next to it. Thursday. Today is Thursday. Now I'm going to do yesterday, and you guys know yesterday is the number we already had, so it's going to go right next door. And I'm going to follow that up, and that goes to the only word with a W, Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Now, you know, if we're going to do tomorrow, tomorrow is the day that hasn't happened yet. So we move that over to the empty box because it hasn't happened, and we follow it straight up to the only day of the week with a F at the beginning. Tomorrow will be Friday, and that will be the end of another week, a school week. It's now time to check the weather, so come on out, take a look. Oh, it's going to be pretty easy to decide today. Let's come back. And I'll lay out our choices. We have sunny, partly cloudy, snowy, rainy, windy, and cloudy. Yep, it's really not going to take much time to figure it out today, is it? Is it rainy? Oh my goodness, no. Yep, you're right. It's sunny. Bright blue skies. I didn't even see any clouds today. So our weather is sunny. And ladies and gentlemen, that's calendar. It's time for a story. Okay, today's book is called Are You My Mother? And this particular book is written in English and Spanish. So you may see some words that, if you don't speak Spanish, are confusing to you. I'm going to be reading it only in English though, but it is a good read in Spanish too. Are You My Mother? Written and illustrated by P.D. Eastman. A mother bird sat on her egg. Oh yeah, she looks very happy too. The egg jumped. Oh, said the mother bird, my baby will be here. He will want to eat. That's smart. I must get something for my baby bird to eat, she said. I will be back. So away she went. Wow, she left him. The egg jumped. It jumped and jumped and jumped. Out came the baby bird. Ta-da! He looks very happy. Where is my mother? He said. He looked for her. He looked up. He did not see her. He looked down. He did not see her. I will go and look for her, he said. So away he went. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't do that, baby bird. You just hatched. I don't think you know how to fly yet. Down out of the tree he went. Down, down, down. It was a long way down. Oh, poor birdie. The baby bird could not fly. See, I told you. He could not fly, but he could walk. Now, I will go and find my mother, he said. He did not know what his mother looked like. He went right by her. He did not see her. Oh, look, she's getting a nice juicy meal for him. Fresh worm. He came to a kitten. Are you my mother? He said to the kitten. The kitten just looked and looked. It did not say a thing. The kitten was not his mother, so he went on. Then he came to a hen. Are you my mother? He said to the hen. The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother. So the baby bird went on. I have to find my mother, he said. But where? Where is she? Where could she be? Maybe this is his mother. Then he came to a dog. Are you my mother? He said to the dog. I am not your mother. I am a dog, said the dog. The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother. The dog was not his mother. So the baby bird went on. Now he came to a cow. Are you my mother? He said to the cow. How could I be your mother? Said the cow. I am a cow. The kitten and the hen were not his mother. The dog and the cow were not his mother. Did he have a mother? Oh, I did have a mother, said the baby bird. I know I did. I have to find her. I will. I will. Now the baby bird did not walk. He ran. And then he saw a car Could that old thing be his mother? Oh, no, it could not. The baby bird did not stop. He ran on and on. And now he looked way, way down. He saw a boat. "There she is," said the baby bird. He called out to the boat, but the boat did not stop. The boat went on. Oh my, he looked way, way up. He saw a big plane. "Here I am, Mother," he called out, but the plane did not stop. The plane went on. Just then the baby bird saw a big thing. This must be his mother. "There she is," he said. "There is my mother." Is that his mother? Oh my goodness, no. He ran right up to it. "Mother, Mother, here I am, Mother," he said to the big thing. But the big thing just said, "Snort." "Oh, you are not my mother," said the baby bird. "You are a snort. I have to get out of here." But the baby bird could not get away. The snort went up. It went way, way up. And up, up, up went the baby bird. Oh no, he can't fly. But now, where was Snort going? Oh, 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 what is the snort going to do to me? Get me out of here. Just then, the snort came to a stop. Oh, baby bird looks so frightened. "Where am I?" said baby bird. "I want to go home. I want my mother." Oh my goodness, baby bird, you look so sad. Then something happened. The snort put that baby bird right back in the tree. The baby bird was home. Just then the mother bird came back to the tree. "Do you know who I am?" she said to her baby. "Yes, I know who you are," said the baby bird. "You are not a kitten. You are not a hen. You are not a dog. You are not a cow. You are not a boat or a plane or a snort. You are a bird, and you are my mother." And there they are in the tree happily together. Wow, for just a few hours of being old, that bird learned a lot of animals. I'm impressed. Are you my mother? I'd like to read it again one day in Spanish. It's very pretty. So that's our story, and now it's time for math. I'm going to go directly into math today. You can see I have my Z on here. Keep going. I have my Z, but I'm going to dry it off, and we're going to get started with the number 9. Here we go. How many 9s do we normally do? That's right, we normally do 9 9s. So here's my happy vase that shows me where to start. And we're going to make the letter C up and down. The letter C up and down. Remember, make sure you're going all the way down to the bottom. Up and down. The letter C up and down. The letter C up and down. The letter C up and down. Wow, this is getting pretty easy for me. Oh, that one's kind of diagonal. I don't like that. I'm going to make that straighter. There we go. The letter C up and down. The letter C up and down. The letter C up and down. Just looking at that, I'm guessing that I made way more than 9. You want to make a quick estimation since I didn't do the estimation jar? Look at it really quickly. Now I'm going to cover it. Give me your number. I'm going to guess that it's 10. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my goodness, my estimation was perfect at 10. I knew it was more than 9, but I didn't think it was a lot more than 9. That's how I came up with my guess of 10. I didn't count. Sometimes when you make an estimation, you get it exactly right. And sometimes you're close, but not exactly right. Okay, so yesterday we drew a sea turtle and we included 9 triangles. Well, today in the weekly happenings, Miss Doe is going to ask us to do another sea turtle, only this time she wants 9 circles in our sea turtle. Okay, so let me start with my oval like I did yesterday. An oval is not a circle, it's like a squished circle. And let me get my head in, which looks like an upside down sock. And remember, I made the 2 lines all around for the legs, and then I added points to them for the toes. And I also added some webbing so that my turtle could swim really well. Okay. Oh, I'm missing his tail, so let me get a tail in there. There we go. Now, we need 9 circles. Well, let's see. I think I'll do one really big circle right here. Wow, that's a big one. And a smaller one, and a smaller one, and a smaller one, and a smaller one. I wonder how many circles that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need some more. 6, 7, 8. I'm supposed to have 9. I think I'll do another one around here. 9. Oh my goodness. So I have a turtle with 9 circles on his back. Now I'm going to put some other patterns here so that my turtle isn't just the circles. I'll just do some simple lines. And I'm going to, of course, get my crayons out and see if I can't color my turtle in. I think this turtle is going to be brown. Yesterday's turtle was definitely green. And remember, we try not to scribble scrabble. We want to show that we can control the crayon, and we put the color where we want. So that's why we do our best when we color. No scribble scrabble. And I know sometimes Miss Doe and Miss Avila Perez and Miss O and Miss Dominguez and Mrs. Flanagan, I know sometimes they all say that you have to have 4 colors or 2 colors or 7 colors, and they give you a number of colors to have. Well, I'm not going to do that today, but just remember, how about we do this? Every circle must be a different color, because that'll give us at least 9 colors, because there's 9 circles. So let's see, I got to do every circle a different color. I wonder if I can do that. So far, so good. Okay, let's see if I can use, I can use light blue. I used dark blue in there, but I can use light blue right here. Let's see, I can use dark green right here. I can do brown for the big one that goes around all the other ones. Okay. That's my really big circle, and because all the other circles are inside of it, I have to color carefully and try not to scribble scrabble. Okay, so I'm getting that in there. That's looking good. Now I'm going to spend some time coloring the rest of my turtle. Let's see. What color should I make his shell? I think for the rest of his shell, I'm going to make it dark brown, just like his head and his feet, because in a moment I might have the turtle go swimming. And by that I mean I was thinking of maybe taking some blue paint and painting over my turtle. That way it would look like my turtle is in the ocean. Now before I do that, I'm going to give him some seaweed to swim around. There's some seaweed that's going underneath him. There's some leaves coming off the seaweed. And maybe he can be swimming past goldfish. So I think I am ready to put my turtle in the water. Oh, I know. And I'll do this too. I'm going to put, oh, that's purple. I don't want purple. I'm going to put some waves up at the top, so it looks like my turtle is swimming up to the sky. And in the sky, I'm going to stick a little teeny tiny sun. All right, so I'm going to paint this a little later on. I really just need some blue paint and some water, but I'm going to go set that up. Okay, so I quickly got some light blue paint and I stuck it in a whole bunch of water. And now I'm going to paint. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm going to need some more blue paint because that's not really showing up. So I'll just pour some more in, no worries. Here we go. Oh, that's a little better. There we go, we got some blue, and I'm going to cover up everything. Ooh. So I know it's getting all wet and you're really only seeing the water, but it will dry, and when it dries the blue paint will show, I hope. Maybe I had too much water. Let's just see. I just kind of wanted, oh, this water's going to go right over the turtle. I just kind of wanted to paint, so we'll see where it goes. There's a big glob of paint. And you guys, when you paint, can be a little less neat than you are when you're with crayon. It's because the paint's going to go all over the whole page, so you don't really have to keep it in one spot. There we go. Got my turtles swimming in the ocean. Oh, I can see a lot more paint now. I'll go over some of the areas that didn't have good paint. So whenever you work with crayon, you can definitely paint over it, because the paint and the crayon, they don't like to mix together. They stay separate from each other. So the paint will only fill in the paper where the crayon isn't, and I think that makes it look nice. We'll let this dry and we'll see how it looks tomorrow. It is time actually to do arts and crafts. So we'll set that up in just a minute. Well, now usually during this time we do art, we do crafts, we do PE, we do some kind of activity. And today, since in our backwards alphabet it's T for tic-tac-toe, I figured we would make our own tic-tac-toe set. It's really not that hard to make. I went out in the garden and I found 10 rocks. You're going to need 10. Even though there's only spaces for 9 rocks on the tic-tac-toe board, you need 10 so that each person has the same amount of rocks. So once you find 10, you're going to want to wash them off and dry them off, and then find 2 colors that you like. So if you look down here, you'll see I have my rocks. I'm going to take 5 and 5. Oops, I have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and 5, and I'm going to paint them just really quickly. They don't have to be super detailed. I'm going to paint this whole stack black. Since I had black paint from my zebra, this is kind of turning out to be paint day. I'm just going to paint the tops of them. You don't have to paint the bottoms unless you want to go back later after they dry. Just want to make sure that you know which ones are black and which ones are blue, or whatever colors you choose. So a quick coat of black on the top of 5 and a quick coat of blue on the tops of the others, and you will be ready to play. So let me get some blue paint on the other rocks. I'm not going to worry about cleaning this up too much. This should be good the way it is. If some black paint shows up, that's okay. So I'm going to color this one. Wow, this blue just really, I chose a blue that does not show up super dark. So here's one that I painted. Okay. And here's another. I'll just do a quick paint job. Just so you know, it's definitely not black. It's for the other team. It's for blue. Now we're going to let these dry before we play with them. But you know how to play tic-tac-toe? I hope so. You want to get 3 of your pieces in a row, either straight across, straight up and down, or diagonal on the board. And what I did for the board was I took a piece of paper and I just made a really quick tic-tac-toe board. Nothing super fancy. And now I'm ready to play. Adam! I think I'm going to play with my son. So as soon as he gets here, he's going to pick up his first piece. Mind you, they're wet, so be careful. He's going to pick up his first piece, either black or blue, and he's going to put it down on the tic-tac-toe board. Okay, so he wants that one, and I will go against him with that one. So as soon as these pieces dry, you can pick them up and play. I'm going to have to block him. He has 1, 2. I got to block him there. Oh, he blocked me. I could have won there. I'll block him there because I see 1, 2, and I don't want him to win there. No, I don't think I have a way to win. We're going to end up with a tie game. Go ahead and put your last piece down. Now, I have an extra piece, and that's okay. You're supposed to, because if I start first the next time, I'm going to need 5 pieces. This was a tie game. We might have a lot of those, but that's the way it goes for tic-tac-toe. Make your own board, play with your friends, play with your family, play with whoever you can get to play with you. And today for our last site, I didn't write it down, but the reason why I didn't write it down is because it really depends on what your phone is. If painting the rocks wasn't your idea for tic-tac-toe, wasn't your fun idea, you can always go down to on your phone to your app store and purchase a free game of tic-tac-toe. What a fun way to use the phone. You probably won't leave it on forever, but it would be a fun thing to play with the kids. Now there are more complicated games of tic-tac-toe that you can look up too for the older kids. So have fun with tic-tac-toe. And let's see, tomorrow is going to be S for Stuffed Animal Day. So you better get your stuffed animals ready, and I'll see you then. Bye.